Continue. Koieratharaps Stamalan Maganakai Fahmias Kaieratharaps Auresensasia for Hamsaimahnas Sarkanda Kai Sento Stamatu Aislasfamiam Prastantean Melas Fahmah Sai Hoanama Atu Kaitan Skahnan Adukai Hoisandaps Arandaps Skahnuan As Kai Yerasandaps Aran Tây sai mata tunang kai kasai aurus kai yarata auraps exusiapi asan Gahan Kaiga San Kaiatmas Kai Praskunhas Tusin Aurats Andes Wika Tes Abiras Gas Ungangra Pataita Amatain Dibilap Tadso Has Tuwani and Bagman Apakatom Has Cosmo ID Saxiles Santo and the pink and orange sparklies return with a pleasing and drifting warmth. IT Sailmandosian Studang Bayais Eichmal Bayais and Machaira Apaktanai Dayaran and Apaktantanai Udestin Hapo Kaiha Peace Tis Urangi Kai I don't know varion nanabai tu agthandas kai Keratadu Arnits Kaya Ostrakun Kai Hanna Zosian Du Propu Riu Pasan Goyai Pion Aurukai Boyairon Pangairus Katakundas and Altuina Prastu Sosin Otahrian Protandu Adera Kanda Kufana and the pain disappears again. As does the stiffness. And among the pink blotches, a pink tail with thorns are spikes along it, enters into the bloodstone. Ai hoi ai sa maya magala kai hoi dadam by nine actu urai twice Anopion Randropun Kai Planatus Kai Kuntas Apitas Gastiata Sahmaya out of spoil saya and beyond to be legundois katakusin apitas raspoihasawi aikanaraps bahrips oh Iron an Makairas kai as Hasan kai out tunai hai kani tu thariu. And the warm, smoothing flow outwards returns. with a tingling throbbing. And a sound like creek waters. Udef Satia Estino Econtandu Safisato Econtan Nun Tanarifantu Tarioritas Garantropestin Kaiovaritas Aru Here Uvi Zur Uzira Hazgaz Sirs we embrace the flesh. Uvilix we embrace the mind. Uvix we embrace the spiritual. That is no children, but Satan does. Teach us the truth about Satan's children. Give us more knowledge, understanding, and experience in our becoming. Uvix Zuzira and in the star we offer, and in the stone we offer externally. And I can feel the movement in all three. I can't feel it in here. But it's like it's there too. And what's your experience of that? I can
well,
look up more of the English. I thought I grabbed a shorter thing.
I definitely feel like right now, everything is in a slow motion, but it's a good, slow motion. I can feel these stones in my hand as I was holding them. It felt like they were moving, like they were vibrating almost. I mean, they were still, but I could just feel them moving. I did an automatic writing, I guess one could call it, just a minute ago. And I hope I can read my writing.
And to reiterate this was something I won from JD Temple.
Ah, cool.
Um,
Yeah, I've got a little like a turquoise star. Um, I
so
think
in some
I've
way, when I do the rites from this series, it kind of reflects on that.
mhm.
Bloodstone, yeah, I'm still feeling it. Look at
Yeah,
like my
yeah,
hands. Um,
yeah. I felt well
and
still feel
those who haven't seen the bread,
the
it has had
bread.
dehydrated shrimp spilt on it, but it's not an edible bread in the first place, so don't let the dehydrated shrimp fool you.
Your crustacean surprise. But my automatic writing, I'll call it. It says, "This is what must be for future generations to continue. What is now must be forgotten, past for as in times past, forward movement. A clean slate when worked with, um, time to halt all that is known, resorting back to ways in which the old ones followed." So that was the automatic writing. Um, also tried to jot down some things that was going on in the chanting. Um, it seemed like it was like months from now. I want to say December, upcoming December, which is, about almost a year from now. It was like I was seeing within this stone, no, this
Oh,
stone.
that's some good sounding stuff here. Look at the listen. And helped the earth, the woman, and opened the earth and its mouth, and it swallowed up the river, which cast the dragon out of its mouth.
Uh, um, I was thinking, well, I saw like um in the rose courts, serpents and trees were overtaking the earth. There was a movement underneath. Um, Anything moving underneath is not a steady ground. It was some pretty dark stuff I saw. What is given can be taken away. Suspended animation, much loss. Breaking free from controls is a good way to start, I guess. When mountains are moved, islands are formed. Um, or what is to come is yet to be, of course.
Mountains are moved, islands are for what do you mean like that?
Yeah, when mountains are moved, islands are formed. I guess um, like if you think of a disaster type situation and mountains just crumble, I guess maybe as like an earthquake. Even in a disaster, little islands are formed and things like that go on. Things continue, even though, you know, big things are happening. Well, it's like even my voice is slowed down. I just feel like I'm in slow motion, and that's okay. The pink waves, it slow motion of pink waves. I believe it was in this stone.
Did you have a bell going?
Oh, excuse me, what?
Was there a bell on your side?
Yeah, yeah. Originally I thought I just had one bell of my mom's, and I happened to find something she had made. This was like a 70s thing. There was a bell from this like 1972. the little beads that she had made.
Okay, because I wanted to ask about that before
Yeah,
I.
that is her little
So
brass.
so you just randomly got out the bell at times.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just like put the little bell sounds all around, and it feels like a clearing, like the energy just moves. It moves with you. um, a lot about energy here. Um, energy, as in, things can be stopped, things can be halted by doubt. Um, doubt can cause blocks, which can prevent the flow of energy, and that can manifest physically. But the absence of doubt is basically unlimited power, per se. Um, for where doubt lives, glory is not made manifest. Everything is energy, and energy is all. Um, some of my writing I can't even read, but I think that was the most important points.
Now, I think I corrected everything, but I don't. I feel like I made a lot more mistakes in saying what I was going to what I was saying. Um, but I think I've corrected it when I said a word wrong. So I think I'm either way. It's about one's intention more than anything else.
Mhm, mhm.
So say lemon says menidar oriel pure alma asocial il nostrion baniel vermias es levas noelma dorsamat la omat frangam Beldor Dragon. Yeah, that's different. That's something different about these operations, particularly, you got powers, and then you got the oh, I forget how it breaks down at the moment. You know what I mean? The Grimorium Verum has the three things. Now, in your own personal thing, when you make that sigil, you put your own initials or something like that in it, or your own magical name. So I got mine in the center of that graphic there. Um, so
Speaking of like symbols and things, when I was doing the automatic writing, here is a symbol that I drew, and for whatever reason, there's July the 3rd underneath. I don't know if it's going to show up, but I mean, it kind of resembles like, what most people think an angel would look like, except she's got like an X on her. So that'll be kind of neat to date that.
and to the woman he said, I will make the pangs of childbirth most severe. In pain you shall bear children. Yet your urges shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. That's a little bit off in how they word that, right? And the second was angry and kept not his first estate. And at that day, many followed after him. So I when I started this, that was Abraham 3:28. So I added some verses from the LDS sources.
Um,
Oh, I gotta be careful here.
I can still
Yeah,
feel that.
but this isn't sort of this thing is like, oh yeah, you're gonna have a bad time because you're gonna have children and all that. It's like, and you know, but this one here, when believing women come unto you as immigrants, examine them. God is the best knower of their faith, and if you ascertain that they are believers, you know, just not saying something a believer is something more than that. Then do not send them back to the misbelieving. They are not lawful for them, nor are they lawful for them, and give them what they have spent. Nor is it a crime if you wed them when you have paid their wages. Wages is not the right term. That doesn't sound right. It's more like, you know, their securities. You know what I mean? That's what a dowry was. A dowry wasn't that you paid. There are bride prices. Some dude, some millionaire that was from Asia said that you know, he never went through with it, obviously. You know, he said he was going to take me a trip, take me a trip out there, and then he was going to pay the bride price and the dowry, because the two things were different. Because he says you got to expect to be able to pay a bride price, because you know where I'm from, you can get pretty good wives, but you know they've got their families make you pay them or something like that, or something to the equivalent of that, to be allowed to marry their daughters. Which is,
I've heard of something like that.
Which is messed up. What you have to bribe the family now. But back in the day, remember how all that stuff, you had this
almost like they're
you know,
selling.
you had all these stupid feats of bravery where you'd have, and some of the men, well, it stopped overpopulation, right? Is that you go off and have the men do stupid stuff like, yeah, the lions aren't attacking the village, but we hear there's mountains or lions over that mountain, so you guys are going to go out there, and the ones that survive are eligible for marriage.
Yeah. Like,
and
the winner
and you know, that's why people drink milk. I mean, not except for human milk. It's because people did feats of bravery, and it was a lot braver to milk an auroch than it was to just kill it.
Oh wow!
So there was aurochs, and not
that would be
not go. There were different creatures that evolved into goats and camels and cows and stuff.
Yeah.
And some areas kept the aurochs longer, and like it's like no one wanted to milk an auroch, so that's why Europeans didn't drink milk for so many thousands of years after North Africa, because it's like they didn't domesticate the cows.
I did not know
Domesticated
that.
cows spread from elsewhere, and like they're like, no, I'm not milking that thing. You know, you milk it. And
that would be one mad animal there.
yeah, people get killed trying to milk some wild big-horned animal.
Say
Crazy
so.
stuff. Why in the world would anyone in the right mind do that, right?
I guess the animal would kind of feel violated, you know, so it's going to react.
These three guys pinned me down and milked me. It's like, and other animals are like, yeah, you're making that one up. Those little human those human things over there. No, they didn't do that to you.
Those humans are very strange. They do very strange things to me. Run, boys.
But yeah, this thing here too, it's like, yeah, and who people end up with, it's not, you know, okay, yeah, looks and status and all that is something, but you know, here's talking about actual examination of character and giving out, you know, the details of that. You know, you want someone who's honest, and people are like, no, Jafar, you know, you can't expect an honest woman. You know, that's too much.
That's
And it's like it can't be too much. There are some honest women. I've met some honest women, and I don't mean I want to make you an honest woman, you know. That sort of phrase. I've never seen that in real life. People saying that to people, but
right. Yeah,
but
me.
they put it on they put it on their things.
Kind of like what they wish they were, maybe.
Well, I'll make the next one. I'll make shorter, I guess. But yeah, the next one just has those two.
Okay.
The little mountain with the 4 thing and the zigzaggedy thing.
Okay.
And yeah, right now I have faded into my regular night, I guess. But I think I should